march to it, nigga. Black Force activity, nigga. Matter of fact, come with me. We gonna take you on a trip, show you some pussy.
Why are you playing a part like?
You cannot time it, don't point a finger, this shit can be done. These niggas hate.
This is why they're not showing you what this shit is. You guys are being played. Y'all think this shit is a joke.
Hi everyone, I'm Sloan from SloanBella.com, and I am back with another energetically channeled video. Now, this video hits hard because this person just passed away on April 20th of 2026, and it was reported that he took his own life, which is quite unusual for not only Scorpio rising. Let me look up the degree here for you. 31 seconds, 21 degrees, 31 seconds, roughly, if this is the correct chart. So by that, a lot of the theories and things that he would have researched, he would have found people who would have communicated with him and had those experiences. There's also people that you remember, they'll say, oh, the same car keeps parking outside of there. They let you know that they know that you know things. And I can't even explain it, but they will even have people go out. If you go surfing at the beach, they'll have people meet you surfing at the beach that seem like random friendly people, and then they'll target you and say something that makes you know you're being targeted. It is a real thing. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. I've seen it, and I know it was happening to him. The other thing that I wanted to say, sometimes, and this is what I directly felt with David when I saw the 4 timelines crashing, I feel that his physical and emotional nature were kind of downloading through 4 different frequencies at the same time, and possibly more. Like it was collapsing like this, levels of frequency. And so I think that that's what they wanted to call, he was having an episode at the time. I feel the programming was kind of collapsing due to something that he discovered, something that he never thought he would discover. So this is something completely out of the norm, completely against his normal thinking, not anything that he had thought of or even believed. Now imagine if you give your life's work to a certain belief system, okay, so the New Age belief system, paranormal expert, you're researching aliens, you're doing this, that, and the other, and you're fundamentally, absolutely strong enough to understand that what you research is actually panning out. And suddenly you come across something else and it's like, whoa, wait a second, if this is happening, how is this happening? And it's undermining your belief system, okay? Almost like the shock when the priest got called out for molesting young boys. I know that's a weird comparison, but imagine the people that were devoted to the church and the priests and devoted to that lifestyle when they found that out. How many people turned their backs on it and said, just fuck that, that's not real, right? So when I'm looking at his energy, I firmly believe last year, sometime around March, in February, March, before his birthday, actually. So leading into his birthday, I actually believe that he uncovered something that wasn't anything that he'd thought of before. And there was disillusionment and disappointment big time. And I feel he was being threatened. I also feel like he had people around him that deliberately set him up. They set him up financially, they set him up intellectually, and they set him up. They set him up to have these experiences where he would question what he was doing. Once you are targeted and set up and your life starts to unravel, it can take an emotional toll, especially if you're a sensitive person, okay? He was getting close to discovering something, getting very, very close to it. He's written about it. He has documentation of it. And I guarantee you, somebody is going rifling through his shit right now. Those probably the first people on the scene, whoever they may have actually been, those people going through his stuff and going through it and finding and taking the laptop, taking the computer and replacing it with something that looks like his or something that's agreeable to his, or wiping the hard drive and then just leaving the laptop behind. I literally see that. Secondly, I want people to understand this. Please listen to this. So we are taught in our society, and this is very important, because when somebody takes their own life, there's a tremendous amount of shame for the soul, for the family, for the friends, for the children, for the mothers, the fathers, the cousins, everybody connected to the person. It's devastating. There's such a societal shame put on to people and their families that this happens, that it's so, it's still so hidden and people don't want to hear that word. So when it happens, none of us are going to question it because if you're the parent of someone who did that, you're not going to go up and go, well, what happened? Because you just, it's steeped in emotions of shame, and like we're not going to do that. Okay, so let's look at this a little bit different. When you see a person who is a schizophrenic, and no, David was not, horrible things in order to make that person commit an act against themselves, knowing that they are a loving, sensitive person and that they will want to make them hit a breaking point and to take action. It's actually a murdered soul, okay? It's not like somebody went up to them and held them hostage and took them out that way. It's not that. It is an entity from the other side that is projecting heinous shit on them. And the conversation in the head is so overwhelming. Schizophrenics, usually, from my experience in my work, I'm only talking about the people I worked with, and I'm not a doctor, but the ones that I've dealt with, they tend to be very rooted in a certain belief system. And when that's challenged or questioned by the things that they themselves are experiencing, they have like a break. Okay, so imagine that. Imagine drug addicts on methamphetamine. I'm sure we've all seen them. There's like tons of social media about people like this, and they're literally arguing in the middle of the street with somebody. You drive by them, you're like, what the fuck are they yelling at, right? Their door is so wide open that the frequency and the energy that they're experiencing, they can't shut it off. And they're fighting them, they're talking, they're cussing them out. Those are entities on the other side that want to take God's children and destroy them. That's their only goal. They can't live in a physical. So the only time they can be in a physical is when you're depressed. I'm talking physical human being. When you're depressed, when you're on drugs, when you have an emotional frequency imbalance, which the medical society calls bipolar, schizophrenia, severe depression, whatever, okay? That's their scientific label. Trust the science, remember? No, I trust spirit and I trust God. So they have an imbalance in their spirit body. That's what has to be aligned. Now with David, what I see very clearly is part of his etheric body outside of the physical. So when he was calling 911, which he was being pulled out of his physical by an energy, I'm just going to use it, an energetic entity assassin. Somebody sent to take him out or play games with him. And it had been going on for a long while. In the last year, so it's about a year and a month, so like 13 months, he'd run into people that were nefarious for him, that were lying to him, that were taking his trust, his faith, his money, his friends, his beliefs. People were backstabbing him. People were targeting him. And keep in mind, when you have these abilities to see aliens, to speak to the dead, to pick up things psychically, or you're sensitive, they target you since childhood. They target you every single day of your life. You feel like you're being watched. You are being watched. Okay, so there's then that breaks down into different categories. Was he being watched by the guy that shows up from the astral? Remember, our government agents, and I don't know if they're actually human, but I'm just going to call them government agents. Their frequency is what we call the fourth dimension, just above Earth, the astral level, okay? The prison yard for the prison planet. So just above this dimension is that dimension, and sometimes they will spy through. So when our government says that they're going into this situation and this circumstance and this is going to happen, years in advance, it's already been decided on the astral level, and here it's so dense and slow, we're catching up about a year later. So they can target him from that level, which is more of a systematic takedown of the narrative that they don't want out there. Okay, this can happen. You can, I mean, who's the painter that cut his ear off because he was hearing voices? He cut his ear off. That's spiritual. That's not your ears. That's a spiritual attack. He must have been, I think, is that Van Gogh? He must have been extremely psychic, and they wanted to stop him from the visions he was getting. And then there's being targeted from entities and other energies outside the recent dimension in the demonic levels, okay? So outside of the etheric or just above earth are the lower vibrations. So you can go up to the astral, and you can go sideways, and you can go down. Because remember, earth is at a certain frequency. So the entities that pop up here, they're going to want to pull him out of his body. And that's what I see happening. So he wasn't able to calm himself. And if you've ever had an extreme panic attack, you know what that feels like. It feels like you're going to die. And try to convince a person in the middle of a panic attack or in the middle of a phobia, like if they're afraid of a spider, they'll jump out a window before they'll deal with that spider. And it could be a daddy long legs, but they're energetically. I seriously get that. Now, how do they pull you out energetically, you ask? Well, it can be a lot of things. It can be alcohol, it can be drugs. But for him, it would have been depression. Depression lowers your vibration substantially. When your vibration is lowered at such a level through depression, it's very easy to lull you into a level of sleep. Also, the voice. I feel like he's been targeted literally his whole life. I feel like they're changing the narrative. Now, some of the scientists that went missing are underneath us in the middle of the earth. I guess that movie, Escape to the Middle of the Earth, or whatever it was called. That movie, I mean, I was a kid. I don't even know when it's from. Something the middle of the earth, where they found the civilization there. I believe some of the generals and some of the missing scientists and some of the people were murdered. Okay, so they are deceased. And I believe other ones is a consciousness stealing. Okay, so the consciousness, the intellect of them is being stolen. I believe they are forcing people to do things, okay, like overdose, shoot themselves, all kinds of things. It's negative entities. I want you to understand this. Somebody, you, a human being, cannot murder your soul. That's not what human beings do. This is what I've been told in my work. There is no shame in having that happen. It's a shame you're out of your life. It's devastating for your family. It's horrific for everybody around you. But you have been tricked through unseen hidden forces of a demonic oppression to follow through on those thoughts because they are fucking with the frequency in your head. Okay, so it is a targeted hit on a human being. And they're going to target somebody like David because he uncovered something. And what I mean by that is, I don't think it's a matter of world peace, what he uncovered. I think it's a matter of frequency, energy, and the alien conversation. And I'm just going to say this right now. I believe that he discovered partially, I don't know what his writings were because they're not showing me that, okay? But he did write about this and he was keeping it hidden and people were being sent to him. That's why you will see a lot of people in higher positions. They're kind of loners. They're kind of like with their partner or one or two friends or one or two family members. They can't really trust people unless those people came up with them. And even those people can be turned. And some of his were, okay? So, and I do believe he's dead. So I'm just trying to say this. I believe that this man is passed away out of his physical body. I don't believe they hijacked him and took him underground. Although I do believe they are doing that to some people. But they are basically lobotomizing them to take their consciousness and then discarding the physical or utilizing the parts or whatever it is they do. For real. I really believe they do this. Go ahead, call me crazy, but I believe it. Now, when someone is unable to balance out their brain, it is they do. For real. I really believe they do this. Go ahead, call me crazy, but I believe it. Now, when someone takes their own life, there's been an attack in a spiritual sense. When someone takes their own life, I heard that all day long. Do this, do this, do this, do this all day. How are you going to withstand it? Are you going to withstand it? Maybe some people are. Maybe they're going to be able to do it. Maybe others aren't because they're so sensitive, it's overwhelming to them. And very, very well versed in the spiritual dimension. Now, all of the issues that David was having on a personal level that he reiterated to the 911 operator while saying, I'm sorry, I have to leave now. Why? Who's asking you to leave now? Why do you have to go now? Who's telling you to do that? Who's telling you to do that? What are they telling you to do that for? Yeah, like Isaac Cappy. He forced himself off a bridge. I have to go now, I'm sorry. Not of his own free action or communication or person in real life. I feel like he was actually going to meet this person, talk to this person, talk to this energy. And as he passed out of his body, he's realizing the level of trickery that was going on around him. And it immediately dropped him down into the energy of trying to neutralize that shock, that terror, that awful experience. Now, what I'm being shown is after that happens, and I don't know the amount of time. I don't know if it's a year. I don't know if it's a month. I don't know, what I can tell you is when it happened to a family member of mine, they went for about a year on Earth time. And it's a blink of an eye over there, I gather, but they were gone for like a year in Earth time. And then they came back. I was able to pick the frequency up stronger again. They were here for the first couple of months and then gone for a year and then back. They had to balance. It was an unexpected death and it was an overdose, and that's what happened. They did not want to die. They did not intend to die. Remember, when they trick us every single time. It's not really a choice of free will when it comes to what David did. He was targeted. The frequency in his brain made him stop, and he stopped and did. And also, I want you to understand, I've seen this with people when they're passing out of their body in the experience. You can think you're sitting in your living room, walking over there to your counter, okay? And then you can feel like you're talking to somebody over here, and you can have no recognition of picking up a gun and doing what you're doing because it's demonic oppression. And what I mean by that is the entity is in a demonic mindset. Okay, it could be an angry alien, but that's not what I'm getting. It's literally an evil energy on the other side that wants to oppress the human being and take them away from this life so they stop in their process. But here's what they don't understand, meaning what happened to David. What I am getting on a frequency level is once he is acclimatized to what happened to him and the acceptance is there, which it will be. Okay, there's many people, it's so weird. They're beating drums around him. They're praying. There's all kinds of medicine. I'm going to say medicine doctors or healers or medicine women and medicine men and healers and shamans and priests.
Like, y'all think it's a joke. Like, everything I just went through, I just got shown that what the fuck I put out don't mean shit to y'all.
Giving kisses, damn right, I'm out here burning bridges. Can't trust everyone, shit switches. It do, yeah. Oh, I'm
Like, I can't, bro. Everything I said, a lady got fucking raped by her fucking, my nigga. Bro, that's the shit, that's the tantrum shit that I'm talking about. Like, that's how my conversations went. Then, y'all thinking they're doing this just to mock shit. My nigga, I just heard spirits like through all these couple clips of videos. A bitch want to say some dumb shit. It sounds very disheartening in the background. That shit triggered the fuck out of me. You bitches trigger me. The fuck. Oh, I'm over here wondering why they doing some weird shit. When I'm doing the video, I'm like, I'm over here learning, my nigga. Like, this shit, like my nigga, I feel like I'm going through, I can't do no military shit, my nigga. Like if I went, like, y'all dying. I don't trust y'all. They rape bitches in the military. Like, my nigga, I don't trust y'all. Like, I could say the worst shit, y'all make a joke out of it. My nigga, I'm telling this story to, like, tell y'all some shit. If I'm telling this story and this nigga, bro, I'm gonna say some weird shit. You know how, like, disheartening I could be to a bitch? Like, it be the bitches that ignore their own shit, or it be the bitches that went through shit. like trying to promote some shit that be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all bitches done. I'm gonna say some weird shit. Like, y'all bitches know you wouldn't want no shit happening to you, so why the fuck would you, like, taunt me? What the fuck? I would sit here and I would yell at a bitch. I stopped being like that. It was like, sounds really aggravating me. I noticed I stopped noticing and stuff. I didn't realize shit was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? But back to the water thing, my nigga. I like swam in the pool a couple of times, and one time I have pictures. I'll probably show y'all another day. But it was, bro, the water, no wind, my nigga. No motherfucking wind. No wind. And the water would just move around like someone was in there, my nigga. The fucking pool had like circles. It wasn't like a circle and it like just keeps going. No, my nigga, it was individual circles, repetitive until it's larger. Like it would, like, my nigga, I don't know. I was just thinking it was like a god coming out the water. I don't know, because if the thing appeared, I'll probably get scared as fuck. I don't know what the fuck dumb ass shit y'all said when I was in the water, but I was in the water with the thing, and the thing was like, there's other things, bro. I thought it was a portal because I was thinking I was talking to like the dead. I thought I was talking to dead celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? On some medium shit. Like, on some medium shit, my nigga. So, I'm over here not knowing. I'm still going through stuff. I'm like, why did I go through this? I'm over here looking back. I'm like, oh, comparing the shit. I'm over here looking back in my childhood. Fuck you. Because, again, what I said, your religion isn't helping me.
If you're a human in the crowd, say yeah. Come on, man. It would have turned the camera, bro.
Somebody.
If you're a human in the crowd, say yeah. Yeah.
Easy, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Bitch mad 'cause I bring the unique in. I don't trust them, they be creeping over here trying to stop me from eating. I need the whole year off, fuck a weekend. Stop talking to me, we not speaking. Want me around them, they feel.
I'm God reincarnated. Reborn God. It's funny. When I paid attention to astrology, I realized that, or I see that I am a humanitarian. Oh my god, I probably said that wrong. Humanitarian, which like cares about the world and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that happened to me, made me like realize things.
Very evil people are running the planet and want to kill you. And they're trying to do that, and they're aggressively pursuing this goal right now. There are two lines of reality. in the world. In one reality, you are believing everything that they tell you, and you can't understand why things are so crazy. Those people who want to live in that denial, they are being battered by experience, they are being battered by information, they are being battered by consciousness, and they are seeing all of these things come in to their reality, whether they like it or not. Those of us in the truth community say, we don't understand why people can't conceptualize such simple things. This is simple information. Why can't you understand something that's so easy? Please try to have more compassion for these people who are suffering and understand that it has nothing to do with the simplicity of the concept. The concept is very simple. Very evil people are running the planet and want to kill you. And they're trying to do that, and they're aggressively pursuing this goal right now. Anyone could theoretically be a philosopher and say, well, I don't believe this and it makes me scared and it makes me feel unsafe. But hypothetically, theoretically, maybe perhaps just in case, what if it's real? Your maturation is the awakening that you are in a hero's journey, that there is a huge villain and you better get off your ass and fight him before he kills you. That's what's so hard to understand. The alchemy of the galaxy, the alchemy of Jesus Christ, is that you will become like him. John 14:12, as I do these things, so shall you do them, and greater things. So when we're looking at the possibility of liberating ourselves from the suffering that so many people have, it ultimately comes with the understanding that you cannot die. You cannot die. You are not threatened by anything. You have nothing to worry about. And this whole entire world, as traditional as it seems to be, is actually a reality construct. It's not real. It's an illusory reality. That's the awakening. That's why people have a hard time seeing something that, oh, it's so simple. Why can't they see it? It's such an easy thing to understand. No, it's a paradigm shift. It's coming to realize that everything you ever thought was true in your life is a freaking lie. You were lied to about every single thing. There are satanic communities where everybody's in on it, and they have mind control where you don't know they did anything. And they do it so well that you can't remember that they did anything. Hypnosis is a lot scarier than I thought, and it's been used a lot more than I thought, and so many victims are not aware that anything ever even happened to them. I have a personal stake in getting rid of these things because they abused me, and I am not happy about it. And if you think this is fake and you want to laugh at me, and you think that I'm making up abuse memories and that this shit didn't really happen to me,
the Black Jesus story was probably one of the most shocking things I ever heard. In the 1960s, there was a black man in Africa who came in with abilities complementary to those of Jesus. He was performing miracles. He was starting to get people to listen to what he had to say, and the cabal tried to kill him. And remember, I was told at the time that if I disclosed this, that I would be killed. And I ended up putting it in the book anyway.
You don't want black people to know that they have extraterrestrial ancestry.
Right, and you were being told that black people didn't serve.
Didn't serve in the space program.
Right, and there were people from all races.
Right, very interesting. You don't want black people to know that they have extraterrestrial ancestry.
Right, and you were being told that black people didn't serve.
Didn't serve in the space program.
Right, and there were people from all races.
Right, very interesting.
Black Jesus story was probably one of the most shocking things I ever heard. It came from my insider, Jacob, I call him that in the book, who actually was working for the Rothschilds and still does, and also is a whistleblower who doesn't really do what they want but continues to work for them because he feels like there's some very serious extraterrestrial threats to Earth and that what they're doing is very necessary to protect us. So the story goes that in the 1960s there was a black man in Africa who came in with abilities complementary to those of Jesus. And he was performing miracles. He was starting to get people to listen to what he had to say. And the cabal tried to kill him, and, you know, they could shoot him in the head and his skull would just regenerate and the flesh would grow back, and he was fine. And, you know, so The crazy story that I heard, which, and remember, I was told at the time that if I disclosed this, that I would be killed. And I ended up putting it in the book anyway. The story was that this guy, they finally said, okay, we're going to bring you to the United Nations and share your message with the world. Let's get you on this flight. They bring him on this flight, and instead of bringing him to the United Nations, they shot him repeatedly, and then actually had some kind of meat grinder device, and basically like a bandsaw, I guess, and sawed up his body into a whole bunch of pieces, put him in these very like radioactive shielded containers, and then had all these fighter jets dock with the plane and fly his body parts to all corners of the world, where then these containers turned them into ash. And they thought that maybe this would defeat him, like that his body somehow, the tissue was necessary. So if they destroyed all the tissue in all these places across the world, maybe they could defeat him. Well, he then regenerated in their offices and was fully fine, fully intact. But the sad part is that he said, you guys so badly do not want me to be here that I am not going to be able to do any more. You're going to get what you want, but bear in mind that in the future, many others like me will be coming, and when they do, you will not be able to stop us.
Wow. Well,
that is all I know. Unfortunately, there's nothing more to the story than that. I don't
incredible.
But it is an incredible story.
Plotting on me, they scheming, thinking about me. Yeah.
New angle, boots them haters, my nigga. New angle. Okay, let me check this real quick. You see how fast I'm work? Okay, one more test. I gotta see. Wait. Okay, I gotta say. Okay, so we're gonna talk about before I was possessed in LA. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about before that. We're gonna talk about when I was trying to get this. What did PC say? I think I almost remember. He said 20 million up. My nigga. I don't know. I think that's what he said, or am I wrong? But y'all, I was on a money run. That's what it was. So y'all, I'm just playing around at this point. Like, I'm like, bitch, I'm like single, but in this weird relationship with this nigga. Sorry, what the fuck is you talking about? Or I wasn't. Well, I was never dating this nigga, and it was fake. I don't know. Y'all, what the fuck? Just got hot. But I was crusty, y'all. I've been playing with my little hair on my lip, y'all. I don't feel like myself. I like pampering myself. And when shit went crazy and I looked crazy outside, I was like, ain't no way people are just okay with you just outside looking crazy. But I guess people just don't give a fuck. But so this, okay, so I'm texting this nigga.
Where's your wife at, bro? Yeah, where's your wife? Huh?
Fuck you talking my shit. Mama, I don't care where you at. You know I know.
texting him while I'm at my grandparents' house.
Bitch mad cause I bring the unique in.
And I told y'all I checked to see if I'm about to actually texting him because, like, artists and celebrities were, like, giving me secret messages on their profile. Like, they would post certain things and, like, I felt like only I knew. So I'm like, okay, this how I know they watch it, or this how I know they keep it updated or something. So I was like, I checked to see if that was really him or if they got me fucked up. Y'all started making shit up, but turns out like my aunt was the problem. I thought they were all trying to sacrifice me, y'all. But anyways.
Damn, Sade, if you talk, you would be spitting hella bars.
So I'm like texting him, and and he's like, yeah, fan card. So I'm asking everybody for money. He's like, can you just ask? Can you da-da-da? I'm like, okay, but he told me to get it, and then I told him like what it like my like situation, and I wasn't really interested in getting a job. I wanted to work from home, and I wanted to like I've been posting every day, like you couldn't tell how much I post because I deleted it. Like I had old videos and stuff like that. So I'll be lucky if I catch a video that actually makes sense of this shit. But the nigga made me delete my old TikTok, and I was about to get ready to make money on there. And my dumb ass deleted my TikTok, and I could have made money, not realizing he was gonna later on ask me for money for this fan card. And then so like I would notice like how like certain messages like he would like say in music videos, or like I felt like he told other people like the business, so he would like it would just end up in a song, and it's like, what the fuck? Okay, like it was weird. I'm like, maybe this nigga has a weird way of showing affection. I don't know, my nigga. So I'm just thinking I'm finna end up like meeting him. And then, so I'm asking everybody for money, sending it to him, like, every day I make something, and I, like, sold my ex stuff that was still at my mom's house. I sold some stuff, like I said, you know what I'm saying, fuck you guys, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, because it's like, the nigga was like I'll help you get it back. I don't know what. So that stuck with me. I'm like, damn, that even that made me feel so fucked up. But I'm like, they actually don't give a fuck about my mental, so what the fuck, they all, so why would I give a fuck? But y'all, I don't know, y'all would just think, Sade, why do you do that to their stuff? That's theirs. I'm like, well, they put all my shit outside anyways. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't care if my shit had a Black Widow on it or anything, my nigga. Like, they didn't care if my shit, I had like nail stuff, all that shit got dirty. There's like a serious thing with that shit, you know what I'm saying? So like if I wanted to, I could get clients, because that shit's hella unsanitary. On top of that, I was so close to getting my license. But anyways, that shit got, y'all, I just was so close on making money how I wanted to make money. And then when I figured out how I could make money, through myself, besides the selling shit and asking people for money. I was already doing chatterbait. I was already posting stuff on the hub, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to get comfortable with like showing my body. I first started out maskless, faceless, you know what I'm saying? So I felt cute, my nigga, but I just didn't want people to know. Whole time music is coming out of words I've said, shit that I went through, stuff that, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit's just coming out. Like, I just showed y'all, like, the Drake thing, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said that, because I'm over here like, oh, what if I make a song and then I'm over here doing my corn, and you know what I'm saying, just like, that's what, like, I'm telling y'all like that. But I like literally was like, we could go viral, my nigga. Like, my nigga, what the fuck?
Do something for me. Drop some bars to my pussy ex for me.
When people start talking negative about stuff, it makes you realize it. But it's been about you.
We offer so
Okay, I cut this because this should be doing weird cuts. So I was already getting comfortable with like doing my thing. And when I first started doing chatterbait, for real, was, I think it was one of the times before I got like kicked out of the house, my nigga. I got kicked out of the house so many times, y'all. These people love to make me feel disgusted. Like, nigga, I already went through some weird shit, and I already look back at myself and I'm like, oh my god, why did I do that? Oh my god. Shit's embarrassing. So when people are snaking me, I'm like, y'all already went through like very embarrassing shit. I already seen the most nasty shit. I already been around like the most nasty people. Like, to go through this shit and it's hella nasty, I think y'all just used to it. I never felt comfortable in that shit, so I would always make sure I went away. And when I felt like uncomfortable, like I didn't want people to know like this is what I grew up in, I'll be like, yeah, sorry for them, because I'm over here trying to be great and do me, and these people don't want me to be great and do me. But nobody really cares. Everybody's just like, I don't know, they just assume some shit of you. But where did I leave off? Oh, I was already getting comfortable, and I started around 21. Yeah. So I was still working, but I didn't want people, like, I was still outside, so I didn't want people to know. I think I did it around like May, yeah, of 2021. And then I started doing like chatterbait and trying to get comfortable with it, but I was like low-key embarrassed, like, so I would just kind of be lazy about it. But if I was consistent, oh my god, like, the money would like be rolling in and people would, you know what I'm saying? But I try to get like who I am, my mentality, and like my flow together. But there's so many people that would just be like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like be so quick to like talk shit. But I see white girls, you know what I'm saying, get money, and you know what I'm saying, Sade, you're racist. I don't think black people can be racist. Shut the fuck up. I'm just trying to tell you something. I was like, y'all finna hate me. I was like, oh, the white girls over here getting paid. Oh my god, like, I'm trying to get money on here, so I'm over here trying to build up my fan base and stuff like that. But I like got off. But when I got back on, over like the time and the year, people started like following me and recognizing me. And like I remember when people would just ding 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 just saying shit. So I'm like, okay. And I feel uncomfortable now because I'm like, my nigga, I can't even fake a moan, like. And I'm used to acting on that, my nigga. I'm used to faking a moan. Like, I'm used to faking it, my nigga. Like, and I make sure I, like, felt good and, like, smelled good for myself. Because, like, it's me on a website. But, yeah. So, I would just, you know what I'm saying? And I would put makeup on and make myself look pretty and stuff like that. It's not like I'm, like, going outside and showing people, you know what I'm saying? My nigga, I didn't know that type of life. I was inside, like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was going through it. But anyways, I burped, excuse me. So, and I was trying to do OnlyFans, but that wasn't working. I was trying to do Fansly, and that wasn't working. Cause I'm like, damn, is y'all already seeing me? Like, did y'all already hack into my phone? Does everybody know how to hack into my phone? So it's like, I can't even get paid. And I'm like wondering, how did these bitches get paid so, like, all this money, my nigga? Like, was they just okay, I don't know where to put this money, I'm gonna send it to you type shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't know, but I had no privacy when I was doing Chatterbait. Like later on, y'all, I had to like squeeze Chatterbait in, my nigga. I had to. I was trying to make money, and then when niggas will come around, I'm like, my nigga, I'm trying to work so I don't be in this area. They'll hear, no, nigga, get the fuck out the way. I'm trying to do my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it made me feel so dirty. It made me feel so dirty. I'm like, y'all can't give me my space back. Y'all can't, no, Sade, like, I'm making you feel less than, like, my nigga, if I didn't have a nigga at that time, I would have had that my shit, and I should have just worked on my shit. But no, nigga slow me down. I don't know why I let a nigga slow me down. I'm over here like I mean, the nigga was kind of doing the same thing, but I'm like, oh, we need to take care of ourselves. Oh, like, let's eat. Like, I'm spending money and shit like that. Oh, I need some weed. Like, I'm stressed the fuck out this bitch over here. Like, I'm making sure when I want some shit, like, I'm getting my own shit because I know how bitches be. But anyways, those are like over the times when I'm motherfucking house hopping to everybody's houses and stuff like that. And all of them, no, I be smoking weed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so they be weird. They end up being weird. Like I'm noticing that's what people do. People will give you stuff, and then make sure you're intoxicated and be like, bitch, you're intoxicated. Like, that's what they've been doing. Or like, that's when they'll start like picking a fight. Like, so it's like, I don't know. I guess that's why when I was I was gonna talk about a situation, fighting situation that was in my nigga. But anyways, that's another story time if y'all want it. But I think I already talked about it on like my. No, I didn't talk about it on my TikTok. But that TikTok is gone if I did talk about it. But y'all, I went through some nasty shit. Let me see if this recording. Gosh, oh my gosh.
That's cool.